welcome back to another episode of
Another in the Fire.
Thank you guys for joining us for another week, another episode, and just get comfy much here on the couch with us and get your tea, get your coffee, get your water, and come have a seat with us.
It's hot chocolate season.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
We
It's really
are-
cold now.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh, today it's cold.
Yeah.
We're for real wearing
We're
sweaters.
for real cold.
Temperatures dropped here in the ATX, Austin, Texas area. So temperatures did drop, so you kind of see us more coziness, more
We're for real.
all the vibes. So this week's episode, we're just gonna get into some. I'm sure everybody knows somebody or knew somebody or have somebody.
We all know somebody. You know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah, so stay tuned for this topic. It is a spicy topic and a touchy topic. I don't know.
Yeah, it can be.
It's a good one, but
Yeah.
So stay tuned. But before we get started, ladies, how was y'all's week?
It's been good for me. I'm going to get mine out of the way first because I never know what to share.
Before you forget.
And this time I do. Because of the holidays, I really had a panic attack.
Really?
I did.
Already?
Well, it was more along the lines of grief versus holidays. And it started in my sleep.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I was in my sleep having a panic attack, and then I really had a panic attack when I was waking up. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. I haven't had one in years. Wow. And so it was really hard. But in that very moment, God is so good. Benny walks in, turns on the light, turns on the music, because he didn't even know I was still asleep. Like I was still freaking out in bed. Yeah. Turns on the music really loud. And this was actually Thanksgiving Day. No. Thanksgiving Day? Or Friday? I can't remember because...
Yes, did both.
We do both, yeah. So I can't remember what day it was. But anyway, yeah. So he turns on the music, turns on the lights, like he doesn't know what's going on. I'm freaking out. And he starts ironing, and then it just slowly goes away because I could hear the music, and I could hear him just like real life, what's happening around me. So I was able to focus and pull myself out of it. Yeah. I didn't even share that with him, but I was like, oh, I haven't had one in a long time.
He's just there ironing. Now he's watching this like, huh.
He's like, I didn't know that happened.
I should pay more attention.
This is how we talk and communicate now through the podcast. No, but yeah, so that was really interesting. Yeah. And I had a really hard time. Yeah, the holidays are hard this year. Yeah.
I feel like I want to ask her all these questions, but also the cameras are rolling, so I don't want to ask too many questions. But I'm like, what was your dream? What happened? What were the thoughts and the feelings? But also mindful that I'm glad you were able to pull yourself out of it and not just be consumed, because so many times mornings like that can take over us, our day, our week.
I can't even remember if it was before his families, because I remember thinking, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. And then he showed up and I was like, well, damn, I gotta go.
Oh, yeah, we have to be there.
But yeah, so that was, I wanted to share that really quickly before I forget, because y'all know I'll be forgetting.
Yeah. My week is going pretty good. Just getting the transition from Thanksgiving stuff and Christmas stuff. And I have a lot of decorations for every season. So putting everything away, taking the new stuff out, putting the new stuff out. And I already told my husband, I'm like, all the Christmas stuff is staying up all through January. I don't want to hear it. I want to leave my tree up. Let me have this. And he's like, whatever you want to do.
Hey, did you ever get your lights up?
Yes.
Okay.
They
I was
did
wondering.
finally put them up. I love Christmas. We love the Christmas lights. But they did come and do our Christmas lights. So
did y'all have to pay that extra money that y'all talked about last time?
No. So I really think that they lost. So we have a company that comes out. They store our Christmas lights for us, and then they come and put them out for us around Thanksgiving. And they had been giving us a runaround, and I was like, I really think they lost our lights or put them up at another house before ours. because they kept giving us a runaround that we kept our lights. And we were like, we never keep our lights. Y'all always have our lights. So they ended up coming out, but they had to remeasure, recut. So they were brand new lights.
Yeah.
They weren't the ones that were fitted for our house. So I really think that the company bought new lights and re-put them up.
They're like, crap, we lost them.
I'm sorry I asked all of this because I know we had a conversation about the lights off of the podcast. So I was trying to get my update too, guys.
She's like, wait, friend, do you have your lights up
I
or
just
not?
want to say the reason they have so many seasonal stuff is because they hit Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Hobby Lobby 90% off.
90% off.
90% off,
75
guys.
to 90.
Yes.
I'll shop 75 if I really want it.
So they're good for the next year. Like
and we
this
store 'em
year,
for
they
the
will
next-
store for next year.
Yeah.
They keep going. So
But it's all new to me.
Yeah.
It's like, even if I buy them after the holiday, it's new stuff, and I just go into storage. So, like, this year, it's all brand new. Like,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even know they were 90%.
Yeah.
So they probably spent like $30 on 2 baskets.
Exactly.
Just FYI, guys.
Right now, before we hit record, I went to I don't know what I went over there, and I told my husband, "Can you take out all of our Christmas stuff?" And I'm all like, dang, I didn't know I had that much Christmas stuff, but there's some tags there, so it's like, oh my God, Christmas!
Yeah, we bought new stuff.
Every year y'all go in there like, oh, I didn't know I had this. Oh my God. They can literally change theme colors for holidays.
It's great.
Yeah, we love Christmas. It is our favorite holiday. Well, at least mine, and I know you say you like Christmas too, so very much loving Christmas season.
Yeah.
I am late on it though. But anyway, my week. Are you done, friends? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. How's your week?
Jump into it. Your hair looks good, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to tell you that
I was
earlier,
thinking
but
you
I
gotta
was like,
blow
your hair
out or
looks good.
something. Yeah.
I just fixed it up.
She brushed it.
I just straightened it. I don't know. But thank you. My week. Well, we just came back from a trip. We got to spend time with my dad. I was able to take my husband to where my parents are from. Well, my dad is from. Not my parents, but my dad. So we just recently came back. So getting everything back in order, getting out the Christmas stuff. And like, I feel like I'm behind on all this Christmas stuff because of this trip. But it was such a blessing. I got to spend time with my sisters. Like, we all went out there, and my dad had a blast.
Aww.
He kept on showing us everything he's accomplished over there. So I know he was super happy to see all of us there. There was a lot of tears from my dad. My grandma still is alive, thank the Lord. But she was able to see him, like, celebrate his 60th birthday. Like, although, like, it was whenever... it was his actual birthday, and we did like a little cake in the morning before his birthday party, and then we all took pictures, and my dad was getting everything ready for his party, and then my grandma was there the whole day, and then she was just like, I haven't seen your dad all day, and I'm all like, yes, you have.
He's been with us all day.
I was so confused. I didn't know. My grandma kind of just repeats a lot of stuff. Like, the last time I've been over there was probably 10 years ago. So my grandma was 10 years younger. So me seeing her this time, I was just like, I'm confused. Like, you literally took a picture with him, you know, kind of like thing. And I was trying to, like, until my cousins and my sister told me, like, oh yeah, she repeats stuff. She's forgetful.
Yeah.
So I was just like, but it was just kind of it
that off guard.
Yeah,
like,
and I was just like, wait,
Am
what?
I being punked?
I'm all like, we literally took a picture with him and we ate some of that cake. You see that cake? You ate some of that cake.
Benny's grandma was like that. And the first time I had to, like, talk to her, I was like, did I dream that?
Yeah.
I was confused, but then they told me.
Too. Like, is this deja vu?
Yeah. Did that not happen?
So it was good to go back, and it was good to take my husband, and he enjoyed his time over there. So it was good.
That's
just
awesome.
everything, like my dad, and just him being excited for all of us to be there, and my husband being there. We took our youngest with us. So traveling, it was a little hectic because it was during the holidays, so flights canceled, like the airport was crazy. It was just the whole thing.
You ended up having to ride a bus.
Yeah, so we were planning to fly out there, and we didn't fly out there. We took a bus. We were determined to go. Just however, like my sisters were going on a bus, I was the only one flying. So it was meant to be, because something did happen that I was just like, all right, God,
This is why.
this is why I needed to be on this bus. And my sisters even felt it too. They were just like, yeah, you needed to be here. So it was, everything was good. I do say all the time, everything happens for a reason. So I got my reason, and I was just like, although I was upset of it at the whole situation, it felt good just being with my sisters and going on the bus. And
That's awesome.
we did fly back though. Like, I was here within like 6 hours, and it took them 12 plus hours to get here. So,
Woo.
so yeah. Okay, so now to get started on this episode, guys, like we mentioned earlier in the beginning of the episode, this is, I'm sure you know somebody, or how did you say that? You know
Somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
I was like, what did I say?
that part. So I feel like we all, at one point in our life, we've all run into this person, or
experience them on some level,
have some kind of relationship, or something like.
Or maybe you've been that person.
That part. Okay. You clicked on this for a reason, so let's get into it.
And then you guys probably know the title. I mean,
but if they have been, it would be interesting to like pick their brain.
Yeah.
Like, how did you stop? Because typically these type of people don't stop being these type of people.
Acknowledging it and recognizing
There's no way they would listen to this podcast. They'd be like, that ain't me.
Yeah. I don't even like this episode. Go to the next one.
But if you clicked on it, you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, or
your sister's baby cousin, ex-husband.
If you were about to skip it, we're already calling you out.
So on this episode, we're talking about narcissists and manipulators, or manipulation, or
Yes.
Okay. So before we get started, I wanted to read real quick the definition that Google gave me, not myself, not us, that we made up. It's the internet. Okay. So don't be mad at us. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at the Google. So it says a narcissist is someone who has an exaggerated sense of self-importance and a deep need for attention, praise, and control. They struggle to recognize or care about other people's feelings. Everything tends to revolve around them, and they often react badly when they aren't in the center of when their behavior is challenged. In simple terms, they want power, admiration, and control, and they often manipulate others to keep it.
I'll wait.
I'm all in. All right, so a manipulator is someone who uses guilt, pressure, charm, or dishonesty to influence others for their own benefit. They twist situation, conversations, or emotions to get what they want, even if it hurts, even if it hurts the other person. Their goal is control, not connection. Earlier, when we touched the topic, it's something that you said, they're related, or what did you say earlier?
They're cousins, not sisters, because we talked about how they are very similar, and typically if people carry one characteristics, they will carry the other, but not always. Like sometimes you may know a narcissist, and then you will know a manipulator. Sometimes they go hand in hand, but I was like, no. They're cousins. They ain't sisters. Kind of like my eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like, they're related.
I know manipulators who don't do that anymore. Like, they change their behavior, their character, everything. But I've never known a narcissist to change. Not that they can't. I'm just saying I haven't met one.
That is the part that I had to bite my tongue on and not interrupt you, friend, because I thought it was very interesting that you were reading the definition and it said and. there was not an
nor or, just and.
All of these.
Yeah.
And this and that.
You know, so this is where I say, like, we all know somebody or you've been through it. I think when I was reading this, I was just like, manipulation. That kind of hit me a little because I have manipulated to get my way.
Yeah.
You know, but that was the old me. Like, I feel like I've overcame, and sometimes we try to avoid to get back into those habits. As a narcissist, that whole name sounds yucky. Like, I don't know, that whole it's just like, it sounds like, even without knowing the definition,
sounds bad.
Danger,
it's like,
do not approach.
Yeah.
like red tape all over it, or yellow tape, whatever that dangerous tape is.
Yellow tape is for murder, ma'am.
That one too.
That
This is a homicide.
Come at me with that behavior, somebody's getting done.
Okay, so now that we know what that means and the definition of it, let's reflect. Have you known somebody, have you had these in a family member, a friendship, workplace, or even in a dating, like somebody you've dated? Because I feel like those are all relationships that we've had, that we have, that these can exist, you know? And are we just being passive with it? Are we like just getting accustomed to this? Are we just letting it happen? Or people probably don't know that this is happening to them, or that this person...
I think they'll know once we get past the red flags and all, you know.
Once we dive
There's a
deeper.
definition. So, you know, little bells are going off, right? Once we get a little
You're
bit deeper,
labeling people.
you start hearing the red flags and all that, they're going to know, like, oh, I do know somebody.
Yeah. Or not only that, like, I've seen a TikTok where it says, like, I mean, it's for a funny, but it's not really a funny, where it says that you thought someone you dated was a narcissistic person, and then you start going through it and you realize you were the narcissistic person that was bringing it out of them. And I'm like, oh, was it me?
Wouldn't
Am
it be
I the
like-
problem?
Am I the problem?
like gaslighting? Because
that's a real
what the
thing.
letter...
And then you make them think that it's them.
Yeah, you twist
But
it all around.
truthfully, you brought this on. Like,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
it's
trying
a
to
real,
reflect on myself,
it's a real thing. Like,
Yeah.
but we're gonna dive into it. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
So, to get started, what narcissist and manipulator behaviors look like? All right, so let's break it down. So, we have I have a little list, or we have a little list that says the traits. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, the traits of a narcissist and a
Like
manipulator.
characteristics.
Yes.
Yeah.
That something, the red
Tendencies.
flags, you
The
know.
red flags, people.
Okay, so the first one that comes up, it says everything revolves around them.
That's not your typical teenager, though, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
teenagers are like that. Everything
Yeah.
revolves around them. We're just living in their world, so that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's why I think that the definition said and.
Yeah.
So don't just pick one thing out of there and say,
Yeah.
oh, I knew they were a narcissist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's a good point, because yes,
Yes.
whenever you said and, yeah, it's like they have all of it.
Yes.
And it's not
Yes.
just...
It's
not
all
just
of them
one.
together.
It's not a character flaw. It's their character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because I'm like, wait a minute. Am I that? No.
Yeah.
Because I done skipped everybody's birthday the other day and said, for my birthday, this is what I want to do. And my birthday's in April, guys.
I was like, we're not even done.
I know. So
I was cutting my cake.
whole
No, I'm
red,
just kidding.
whole red flag, right?
Okay, so I'm going to just read all of them, and then we'll... this says about the narcissist. Okay,
Yes.
so it says everything revolves around them, lack of empathy, always the victim, and let's add all these ands.
And
Lack of empathy, always the victim, needs constant praise, quick to anger when they're challenged. Okay, so that's not me. I really can eliminate
I think a lot of people have character flaws that even if somebody has to bring it out to their
Yeah.
attention,
Yeah.
they realize it and they change. A narcissist is and then when you do try to approach them with, hey, you've been doing this, or hey, this, they're super prideful. They don't see it. They're in denial.
Justify.
It's, everything's justified. It's you, not them. Like,
Yep.
they're in their own complete bubble.
And then they go into this victim mindset. and try to reverse
You're attacking
it.
me.
Yes.
You don't like
And
me.
flip
You're
it
jealous
on
of
you,
me. Yeah. All the me's.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know,
Woe is me.
as we're reading these, have you guys ever met somebody like this? That
Well, when
guys,
you gave that list, the workplace, the friendships, the mother. I did not mean that. The families. I've known somebody in all those areas, except for the last one. What was it? Have you dated somebody?
yeah,
I've
dated
never
somebody.
dated a narcissist.
I mean, you only dated one person.
Exactly. That's why I never have. I mean, technically, I
like-
dated other boys, guys, but I was like 12. It doesn't count.
Count.
But no, so that one I don't know. And I know there's a lot of women.
I feel like I know too well.
A lot of men and women date these type of people, and it's so hard for them to
Break
leave
that
them.
cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it too, unfortunately, I feel like that is the most common one for me, is dating men with this type of behavior, because let's be real, y'all. We try to say like, oh, I can help him. I can
Trying to play Jesus.
Yes, I can encourage him to grow. I can be Bob the Builder and build a man out of him. Like, no.
Well, also, those red flags don't come until later on in the relationship.
Yeah, but after
Because
that,
they
you're
woo
already,
you
yeah,
and baby you and caress you
yes,
until.
all those are happening, and then half the time you don't even realize they're happening.
Yeah.
You don't realize they're becoming the victim. You don't realize they're flipping it on you. You don't realize, like, they need praise and, oh my gosh, you look so good. Oh my God. Like, you don't realize that you're doing this behavior to coax them or to, like
And then you feel like,
flatter them.
but you haven't seen that side that I've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be the friend
You're
that would tell the
catering to
people,
it.
or like the sister that would tell them, like, girl, leave him. What are we doing?
Yeah.
And I always got that response. Or they'll call you for help, and then
don't know him like I
and then they
do.
turn around weeks later, a month later, they go back to them, and then you're the butthole for bringing it up.
Yeah, I think that part, like being like, okay, you're finally helping them get out of the situation, and then
They turn around and go back.
they fall
'Cause they feel
right
bad.
back into
Yeah.
it,
You
because
don't
that
know.
narcissist got to their
Yes.
head and flipped it, because
Yes.
I know that
Now
also
it's your responsibility. To
Now they're
help
the
them.
victim. Now they're sad. No, but you're the only
And then
one who
you
loves
start
me.
questioning yourself. Or is that, I did do that. Maybe
Like,
that's
yeah.
why that happened. And you
Yeah.
start blaming yourself, And
now
I
you're at
say
fault.
that because I've been through that as well.
And what
Like,
kind
and
of
I
person
think,
am I if I leave them? Like,
yes.
Because they show you their sensitive, vulnerable side. And I've heard that so many times. You don't know them the way I do. Thank God.
and not just in relationships, like you were saying, like in friendships. That happens in friendships. Like I can't let you down. I can't abandon you in this time of need. Like you need me. That's a very narcissistic behavior too. Like
Yeah, I'm
All
trying
of a
to go
sudden,
back
if they're
and,
the victim.
think
Red
about
flag.
like friendship wise. I think I experienced it more in relationship wise. I have a small family here, so I really don't think I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, I experienced it more family and friendships. Yeah, like everybody in my family. Sorry, not sorry, but I'm just
I feel
saying.
like we may have them in our family, but it's not anything that I really catered to. But it is something that I could see.
Yeah.
Like I recognize that it's in my family.
Yeah.
That other people have catered to in the past, but I don't think it's anything that I feel. I don't want to say fell victim of, but catered to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this subject because I have dealt with both manipulators and narcissists. I'm like, for a long time, I didn't even know there was any other kind of person. That's how bad it is. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Then
Well,
people wonder why I got trust issues.
all right. Let's get into the manipulator list. It says manipulator traits. I feel like I'm saying that wrong.
Manipulative traits.
Okay. There you go. It says guilt tripping, silent treatment, twisting your words, playing both sides, making you feel responsible for their emotions.
Now, that person I have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were reading those, I was like, ooh, I know how to do all of those.
When I was reading the definition.
Not all at the same time, mind you.
When I was reading the definition, I was just like, if the shoe fits, wear it. I'm all like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't want the shoe anymore.
Yes.
You know, and I think it's more like get it my way with my husband.
Oh man.
But I'm glad we're acknowledging that, because let's be real, like
I've
women,
done that, yep.
Men too, but women, we know how to use what we got to get what we want in many different ways, and not just our body, but in our.
We are so good at twisting those words. We're so good at playing the victim to get our way with our husbands or our children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or our parents.
Twisting it real quick to make them feel bad.
Yeah.
This is how you treated me.
Yep.
Yes, I have been
so
that
funny.
mom and that wife.
Yeah. Making your parents feel like they owe you something. That's manipulation.
Yeah, I'm guilty sometimes, but not, like you said, not all at the same time. I mean,
I grew from one and then the other one came.
And somebody told me I was doing the other one, and I'm like, well, heck.
So I changed that one and then another one.
I'm all like, see, my husband spoils me, so whenever he doesn't spoil me, I'm all like, you know, I try to.
The guilt tripping.
Yeah. Guilt tripping is very much used, you know, in my situation.
I also think that there's no justification for manipulation, but women still do it in like a fun way to get, like, go to their favorite restaurants. You know, those little things. They're fun, but it's still manipulation.
Yeah. I do it so I don't have to drive anywhere.
I don't even do it anymore.
Driving.
I just be like, I ain't driving.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a recent
I'm like, John,
thing that
do you
I've
want
done.
to go to the store with me? He's like, why do I want to go do that? I really just want you to drive. You can sit in the car.
I'll be like, to spend time with me. Like, don't you want to spend
even have
time?
to get off.
Is that manipulating?
It is. See?
I used to be like, I just don't feel well. I need you to come with me because I didn't want to drive. I would make up a whole damn lie. See?
I'll be like, I want to spend time with you. Like, come on.
I'm not going to say that's a lie because their husbands watch,
But maybe.
maybe they really didn't want to spend time.
I always love spending time with my husband. Okay, moving on.
Oh my gosh. And I think that it's a good topic to talk about with people who are married, because we really don't see it as manipulation.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's what it is.
yeah, but that's what it is. Yeah.
I can honestly say that, like, now that I was reading it, and I read the definition, and we were reading it together, but I was just like, oh crap, like, do I really want to touch this? You know, I can say I'm guilty of it, and, you know, being honest and transparent, you know, like, this is what it is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right, but
Yes.
I can say that I still need to work on myself, you know.
Yeah.
Last one saved over here.
She has just a couple of more weeks with that excuse.
Yeah.
Okay, so common red flags. It says of either or. You leave the conversation feeling confused. You apologize even when you did nothing. Oof, I did that
That's
so
a
many times.
big one.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
You feel drained after interacting with them. Oh my God, yes. Whenever you hang out with somebody and you're like, instead of enjoying
Exhausted.
you're like tired.
Yeah.
I've experienced that too. So maybe it is
Some
friends
people's
too.
Like somebody
personalities are
just sucked you
draining.
dry.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
They ignore your boundaries and you feel like you're walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, very much. All of them. I
As
experienced.
we talk about stuff like this, like hearing you read it, and I'm reflecting, totally going left field with this, I'm so sorry. But it makes me recognize how our friendship works so well. Is because we acknowledge things like this, like recognizing boundaries. Like, a lot of people will look at us outside looking in, like we get along so great, we spend so much time together, but we also respect each other's boundaries. Like we know when something's going on, we know when it's family
We
time.
back
we know,
away.
yeah,
you know,
we respect boundaries. Like you were just with your family and we really didn't text. We didn't call.
Yeah.
Like we had that respect for family time. Like, so as you are reading these, I'm thinking the opposite of, if you can really get that down and learn how to not do it, you will really build better relationships, better friendships. Like, but,
Yeah. Because it's all about not being selfish.
yeah, not being
So
selfish.
it makes me feel better about myself then. I'm over here like, this is a topic and I'm self-analyzing.
She's like a ping pong table right now. I am, but I'm not.
See, friend, words of affirmation. I got
see?
you.
See, because whenever that is totally right. Because when Vanjie was had this brilliant idea with her family to have dinner, Sunday dinner,
That never really panned out, mind you.
We're
We've been
always
talking
gonna
about
talk
that for
about
6
this.
months now.
Always gonna bring this up. Yeah.
yeah, like it was just very much like, oh, you're gonna go with your family. You know, we didn't.
Oh, you're going to spend time with your kids?
We didn't make her feel bad
What is
about
this?
it, but we did feel some type of way behind it.
Yeah, so you know, and we were like, okay, that's fine. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
go on, you know. And then
Boundaries.
whenever you went out of town, you know,
Yeah.
now that you said that, I'm all like, oh, we did.
Yeah, we don't
We
bug
do.
each other.
Yeah.
Even if it's something that we have to do, we don't expect the other person to respond because we know you're on vacation or you're doing
Yep.
something with your family.
Because the group chat was chatting.
Yeah. As soon as they landed back and said we're in Austin, it bing, bing, bing.
We're like, what? Just put
And
us
it
on.
was our husband.
Yes. And you know, it is weird whenever totally going off topic.
I told y'all. I warned y'all.
Like it was very much that, you know, like it's kind of coming in. I'm all like, oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen you guys in so long. And it's
It really has been a
yeah,
week.
it has
Yeah.
really
I mean, the here and there, the occasional text, but it's been a week.
It's been a week since we actually talked.
Yeah.
And as soon as we saw each other, cameras went up. So y'all are getting like fresh out the abandonment ship.
yes.
The neglect ship.
Yeah.
Abandoned, neglected.
Yeah, but we've also had those type of friendships that will be like making you feel guilty because you did go
Or you didn't respond.
or you didn't like.
So I've had friendships that even if you're going through something, as soon as they go through something, it's like drop everything.
Yeah.
Or if you're on vacation, drop everything. Or if you're
Very selfish.
taking a
Expected.
mental
Yeah.
health
Very
day,
selfish.
drop everything. So yes, they're very selfish relationships. And those type of relationships are draining.
They are draining.
I'm like, I need a nap after hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And also, it's like passive aggressive relationships because you don't always want to correct them. You don't
Right.
always want to bring something up.
Because
you don't-
that's draining too.
hello, like you don't always want to point something out because then you're the bad guy again. You're the butthole. You don't accept me for the way that I am. I don't know how many times I heard
all
that.
this going on, and then you're adding to it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well then I'll just never voice my opinion.
Yeah.
To you. I'll never
Yes.
speak my mind to you. Like,
I would say that I don't have friendships, or I haven't experienced like friendships like that, like friendships like us or anything, because I put boundaries and I cut them off right away. However, acquaintances, people that I do have to interact
Frequently,
with or frequently, that I have to like.
Yeah.
I can feel the drainage of like draining myself whenever I'm around them or with them, or just like constantly trying to like it
Kind of like coworkers.
after I
like you know you have to coexist with them.
exactly
Yeah.
So I think that's because as in friendship wise, like if you're making me feel this type of way, like
We're not friends.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
surround myself with you, you know, like I'm very much on like my boundaries kind of thing on my friendship side. As an adult,
yeah.
Right.
as when I was younger and young and dumb or whatever, not I let people step all over me. I was a people pleaser and all that kind of stuff, and probably did happen. But once I learned about boundaries, I felt like I was just like, you know what, boundaries in any kind of relationship, but as a friend, having somebody like that, I'm quick to cut them off. I'm all like...
And Claudia's really good at recognizing people that are like that, because I know I'll tolerate behavior and every time we're together, she'll just kind of look at me and she's like, I don't know how you do it, friend. And I'm like, I know, just breathe. It's okay. Like, we are always like speaking in code or looking at each other, and she's just like, I couldn't cater to a person like that. And I'm just like, it's okay, friend.
Yeah. And I'm just like quick.
Like, she's drained for me.
It's just like, if I'm not interacting this conversation by choice, I'm here because either we're coworkers or we're acquaintances in some way, somehow, and we have to. But as a choice, absolutely not. Like, I'm all like, no, there's no. If you're not adding and you're taking away, like, that's a relationship that I do not want.
Those are your boundaries.
Those are your boundaries. Yeah.
So, but as in a relationship, as a partnership, prior in my adulthood, it was hard for me to recognize the manipulation, all of that kind of stuff. I fell for it. And walking on eggshells is one of the ones that came up. And I couldn't even tell this partner or this, that I wanted to go hang out with my friends because I felt like he was gonna get upset, and I was like walking on eggshells around him and just like tippy-toeing around, like trying to feel him to make sure that he like he had a good day and make sure that he was content and stuff before, and I'm all like, why?
Oh my God, I'm getting tense just hearing that.
Like just how was their day before you even acknowledge any of your feelings?
Yeah, like it's just kind of like, why did I ever put myself to that level to try to please other people? Like this, instead of me being me, and if this is me, you like it or not, you know, I get it. Like sometimes we get habits or whatever, not like if it matters to you in a relationship, then you grow from it, you learn from it, it's a conversation, it's communication, guys. Like I didn't know about communication, and like you communicate with your significant other of something that you dislike, and if they really care about you, you know, they're going to try to work on it. It's not going to happen overnight, but it's like you see little improvements or some improvement, you know?
Yes.
So I think that part was totally new to me whenever I met my husband. I was just like, you're not getting mad? Like, it was a shock to me. Like, you're not getting mad because I'm going to go hang with my friend? Or because I said something dumb, or like, you know, or anything like, or what I'm wearing, you know, like you didn't, anything.
I still have those moments with John where I'm just like, do you not care? In my head, I'm like, do you not care? But I also need to acknowledge this is a healthy relationship.
Yes.
It's not that he doesn't care. It's not that he doesn't love me. It's just that's not manipulation that he's using against me.
Yes, that is such a good point, because you were so conditioned to manipulation that you thought that was,
I thought that was love.
Care and love.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's the not knowing part, you know, because you can't do what you don't know, or you can't, you know, like, so this is why you have your sisters here, your friends, you know, talking
seriously.
about it.
So let's talk about what's a good time frame for this change to happen, because you know, sisters be in relationships forever.
Ever. You are in it so long, you got married the person.
And you think they're going to change. Every year you say the same thing over and over. It's the same cycle over and over. So what?
You think you're getting somewhere and you're not.
And you're not. You're like, for me, I would think, just from my standpoint, even just a friendship, like we're getting to know each other. If you haven't changed these little things here and there within a year, 2 years max, we might not be friends no more. So I can't imagine being in a full-blown relationship with someone like that, and then just year after year after year, like, oh my God, that has to be draining, exhausting. You got stress, your hair's falling out. I don't know how you're surviving at this point.
My hair fell out so much I don't even have eyelashes. So
like you can't love yourself.
Really?
I don't have eyelashes.
You do a little.
See,
no,
the anxiety caused her eyelashes to fall out,
like,
guys.
I will wear like the glue
strips,
like strips, but like I have like a little patch of hair here missing, like just little things. And I seriously, next time you see me, ask me if you can see my eyelashes. I'll show you. But
they really are tiny.
They're tiny,
Oh,
like
yeah,
nothing.
see.
Like, stress, like anxiety, and it has nothing to do with my current situation. It has everything to do with what I put my body and my mind through in the past.
And now you're still trying to recover.
Yeah, like you really, it takes a toll on you. Like,
Yeah, mentally. You know,
Wow.
let's talk okay, so yes, on the how long.
How long would you tell someone, let's say they've been in it a year, and the person shows no signs of change, like they change but they don't, that type of change, I'm going to change for you, then 3 months later they do it again. So all year they've been doing this 3 times, right? Every quarter, same thing.
Jesus.
What would you tell them, since y'all come from relationships like that? Like, sister, he's never going to change, leave now.
I would be able to say, I was in an abusive, physical abuse relationship in my past, and they would always blame it on me, that they had to hit me because I did something,
right?
And whenever and I was starting to believe that I was the issue, and I was trying to think that, oh my God, I need to change this. I need to,
I'm making them into this horrible person.
Yeah, it was I was blaming it on me, But I would say that the time frame that I realized that I wasn't the problem, it was
from beginning to end. How long was it?
I would say about almost 2 years, honestly. Almost 2 years is whenever.
I do feel like that's a good time span to give someone enough time to change behaviors and patterns and character.
It was probably like a year and 9 months is what I'm calculating in my head.
Yeah.
That I recognize the physical abuse relationship and then they were the narcissist part of brainwashing me and thinking it was my fault and thinking I'm this horrible person. And he was
so outside of the physical abuse, do you think you would have left? I mean, there was still that type of character, but if they didn't hit you, you think you would have?
No, I think I still would have left, because the relationship after, there wasn't no physical abuse. It was all mentally and manipulating me, and it was still not. But I was able to walk out of it sooner, because I already had. I'm still getting this feeling.
Yeah.
That I had in this previous relationship. This is not right.
Yeah.
And so I think when I went through it the first time, it did take it about almost 2 years, I would say. But then after, I was quick to recognize, this is not right. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't fear to talk to my partner.
And how long was that relationship?
I would say it was probably a year. Whenever I was just okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But I would say 2 years is a good.
After 2 years, if you really don't see good change, legit change.
No improvement,
none at all. Not that bouncing back and forth type of stuff. Yeah.
I would say the first time you experience back and forth bouncing, get out.
And typically, though, that'll last a good year, because narcissists are really good at what they do.
They are so good.
Master manipulators. So they can go months being really good to somebody.
And we got to think about, us as women, our pastor always says that we're led by emotion. So they know this stuff, you know, and they know, we have a heart, they
know how to talk to us.
Yes,
the
these
word
are
game.
people that know.
They study you, they read you, they know your weaknesses, they prey on you. So a year could pass and you still feel bad. Your compassion, your empathy, you still feel bad for them. So I say that's why they go into the second year. Yeah. So if this second year is the same way, leave, run.
Yeah.
I think that is good advice, because I don't know if it's because, this topic alone makes me, it's making my hands sweat. If you can see below my waist, I'm fidgeting with my nails. This narcissistic is not something that ever really leaves you. It's something that you always deal with, especially the longer that you're in this relationship, friendship, whatever it is. The longer that you're in it, you're only hurting yourself.
Yeah.
If you put a time frame on it, great. Personally, I just think that there's no winning. There's no winning with a narcissistic person. So if you start seeing these flaws or experiencing anything, like I said, the back and forth, get out because you're not going to win. It's not going to help you. It's not your responsibility to make these type of people better. I had to learn that personally.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship for 10 years with a person.
Wow.
And
So he wasn't just a manipulator. He was full on narcissist.
Yeah. And I really don't think anything, I mean, I want to believe that habits and things have changed, but I don't know. I don't think they have. From what I've heard and
They
people
just got
that have
better.
relationships with this person, like, I don't think people like that have to change. I don't think they change because they don't have to change. They go from you to somebody else that accepts this behavior and tolerates it, and that they can manipulate, and it doesn't matter. Like,
They just start over.
yeah. So I think for me, it's not a time frame. It's the number of times. If you address something and changed behavior doesn't happen and it goes back, I always tell women, because this is one thing that is part of my testimony. So when I talk to women that are in these types of relationships, I always tell them that if this behavior is not changing and it's always going back, one of you is always going to be unhappy because they're not being their true self and you're not ever being your true self. Like you said, walking on eggshells, always trying to correct yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't be.
So you're never going to be happy because either they're not being themselves or you're not being yourself. So just, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Like, one of you is always going to be faking it till you make it.
I'm like, sister, 6 months in, you should already know.
Yeah. if this
Don't waste your time the whole year.
repeating itself, like, and I hate to say that because there may be people out there that are in 10-year relationships and they don't want to get out. It's the best decision I made for myself. It was the most selfless decision I could have made for myself.
Yeah.
You know, and then the healing part out of it, you know, like the longer you stay in there, the longer it's gonna take you to heal because it does.
I mean, look
take
at me. I'm
work.
literally like we haven't been in relationships like this for 6+ years, and it's still triggering.
Yeah.
Like,
it's just now that I know what a healthy relationship looks like, and you know, I'm just like, what in the heck?
yeah.
Why did I allow that? You know, why did I continue? Because even I don't want to go into that, but like even like me, this guy like breaking my windshield the day before we got married was like something that I knew, but then he manipulated the situation and told me it was my fault. And you know, it's just I can go as we're talking, I'm going like reflecting back into what I went through, and I'm all like, how can I be so dumb? But I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't know any better. They stay in violent situations and they don't associate it with narcissism, manipulation.
I didn't even know what
they're just
narcissistic
angry
was.
and I need to apologize.
Yeah.
No, that's violence.
I did not know what a narcissistic person was until I was divorced. That somebody had mentioned this word to me, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, like you spend 10 years with that person, you would have
And
never
it
labeled him
explained
that.
so much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so right. We don't know.
We don't know what
there's
that
not
is.
a name to it. You know, like, well, there is a name to it, but we didn't know that there was a
Because
name
if you
to
think
it.
about
when you're in it, you
narcissism
don't.
just came out like 5 years ago. It was just a thing that we started recognizing. Like, it hasn't always been a thing.
Now it's a clinical label.
Yeah, like it's this behavior. That's just how they were raised. That's how I was taught. That's how my dad was.
That's how they are.
Yeah, no.
It's a choice. So, I mean, can they heal from that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, the relationships
Jesus
haven't
can
been-
help.
Anybody, anyone who gives their life to the Lord.
Humble yourself.
But like I said earlier, I have never seen a narcissist change. Manipulators, yes. I feel like there's a
changed behavior.
huge gap, even though they're so closely related.
Narcissistic behavior, I think it's harder because I really truly don't think that they think they're doing
They don't.
anything wrong.
They don't. They do not
Like
believe it.
manipulation, you can learn new habits, you can recognize these habits, you can change these habits, but narcissistic behaviors,
Well, it says
don't-
that they're self-centered. Like,
They're so
they really don't think they're doing wrong.
all those ands created a circle.
Yeah.
And they do not believe it is them.
You know,
Absolutely.
I know it says that it's so hard to leave because of an emotional attachment, hoping that they're gonna change. You know, like there's a point that you gotta be like, you know.
Yeah. Just in relationship, friendship wise, or even like coworkers, they were super fun. And that's what kept me in the relationship. It's like, man, they're so fun though. When we hang out, we have a good time and we laugh and da-da-da. And then they hit you with their craziness.
Yeah.
And you go through that cycle with them over again. And y'all are arguing and fighting. And of course, you're the butthole. But then they're fun again.
Yeah.
They know how to get you. Either they tell you like words of endearment, sweetheart, honey, all those encouraging words, or they remind you of how much they've been there for you,
And
how much
that's how
they've
they
done
keep you in
for
that
you.
cycle.
Remember,
The goods are so good, but the
remember
bad
when
is
we had so
bad.
many good memories. They go down memory lane with all the goodness, so that way they can hit you again later on. So for me, those relationship cycles, it was because they appeal to like personality. Like, we have the same personality. How can they be this person, but we get along so well?
Yeah.
Except when you start getting morals and values and you start changing.
Behavior is one thing, but
yeah, your character starts to shift. You're like, we don't mesh well no more, even though we get along super well. I love your personality, but your character sucks.
yeah,
It's time to go.
your values suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think and non-relationship wise, like knowing people or a friend, try to becoming friends or getting to know this new friendships or whatever. Not like I have experienced like a lot of that. It did for a friendship wise. It did take time because you need to go through certain situations to kind of like.
But you're attracted to their personality.
Yes. Yeah, a personality thing, and then whenever you realize, you're like, oh, okay, now.
Yeah. I think the same thing for relationships, like couples. They're so attracted to their personality. Maybe they're gift givers. They lavish you with gifts, or they lavish you with words of affirmation. They study your love language.
And the roller coaster of emotions is like how you say, I thought that was love, I thought that was affection. So this roller coaster that they take you on, you convince yourself that that is a relationship, and we don't ever grow dull. We're not ever boring because we get spicy. We hit like we're in love. We're fighting. We're like, you get used to this roller coaster, and you think that's how a relationship should be, and that's how we keep it edgy. No, that's not how you spice things up. Like, that's totally wrong. That's so backwards. Like, it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
You know how, I don't know if it's still an ongoing thing, but there is a time that on social media, it was just like, oh, I'm toxic, like, and I'm all like, do you not see?
People are normalizing it so much that you can't tell a narcissist from a good person anymore because it's just so normal.
Behavior.
It's accepted. People are passive about it. Social media is all the rage now. So if you're cool on social media, then you're cool enough for me to still hang out with you, instead of telling these people exactly who they are, and there should be consequences for your behavior and how you treat people. I don't care how cool you are or influential
but
you are.
That's ladies and gents. That's why boundaries are extremely important because something I tell my young adult is just like, what are your boundaries? And she's just like, I don't know. And as she's dating, and as she's going through friendship relationships, as she's going through this, she's starting to know what she dislikes and what she doesn't like.
Yeah.
So, it's something that you'll know, oh, I didn't like how that made me feel.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like how, like, it's something that you get to learn about yourself, and you're not wrong for your boundaries. You're not wrong for it. And there's a lot of times that we feel like, oh, maybe my boundaries are too high. No.
I'm being too picky.
Yes.
People say that all the time, just being too picky. Or they're told, you're being too picky. No, you're not being picky enough.
Yes, and I think it's just like, that's why I always say negotiables, non-negotiables, and, like, those are something that I don't like the way you dress. That isn't negotiable because
Right.
I can change your style. Not I can, but we can figure out your style.
That will evolve.
Manipulation.
I don't like that you chew with your mouth open. Okay.
We can learn healthier habits.
Yes.
You know, like, but then you have your non-negotiable, you know, like, they call you out of your name, you know, they raise your, I don't know, whatever.
Anger.
Or they try to embarrass you in front of people.
And laugh about it.
And laugh about it.
I'm all like, because that.
They break you
Like
down to
belittle
build
you.
themselves
Yes,
up.
they
Ooh.
That's
belittle
a
you.
non-negotiable.
Yes.
We don't do that.
Yes.
So and that's why I go back to, like, with the single ladies that I talk to, and or even just ladies in general, like, that's how I say you gotta learn how to love yourself, because how do you expect other people to love you if you don't even know how to love yourself?
Yes.
You know, and that's something that I had to learn about myself, you know, like, and I was like in it, like I was like deep in it, that I thought that this is what all I was good for, because that person and that person treated me like that, because that's all I'm good for, you know. But no, absolutely not. I had to learn my value, and I had to build myself up, you know. And when I started building myself up, I knew how I wanted to be loved. I didn't want to be treated like that guy treated me or that guy treated me. I wanted, you know, like, and then meeting my husband now, it opened me up to a whole new thing. I'm all like, you're opening the door for me?
Yeah.
You're literally cooking? Like, you know, it was
You're
just...
not lying to me,
I don't have
me.
to go through your phone, you know, like, stuff, all of that stuff. It's just like, those are boundaries. Like, I feel like, okay, I feel confident enough. Like, I feel okay that I don't have to go looking for stuff.
You can actually be yourself and evolve in that relationship. That's a non-negotiable.
I think that's good that all of this that you're sharing, as well as for friendships and mentorships and all the relationships,
Any relationship.
Because what you're saying in a relationship wise, those are still things to have, like you just said, it's important for you to establish things about yourself, have boundaries for yourself, because as you're talking about that, I'm thinking friendship wise, relationships wise, with people, not just like with a partner.
Right.
But when we talk about manipulation, I do want to touch on friendship wise, mentor wise. Like, I need to know boundaries. I need to know my strengths. I need to get to know me. Because I need to recognize when somebody is taking advantage of me, when somebody is manipulating me, when somebody's taking advantage of situations, especially, like, let's just say ministry. If I'm trying to grow in ministry and grow my relationship with Christ and grow in all these different avenues, and somebody's just going to try to take advantage of me, how am I going to know that if I'm not growing on my own, if I'm just relying on that person? It's the same thing like in a relationship. If I'm just relying on that guy or relying on that girl, how am I going to know that I'm truly growing? I'm just catering to them. It's no different with friendships. You have to do it on your own.
Even in work, if you have a mentor at work or a friend at work, you do not want to be their scapegoat.
I'm not catering to you.
Yes, those unhealthy attachments.
They tend also to take advantage, you know, at a workplace. I know it happened to me, you know, like, and I was just like, wait.
Understanding manipulation and how people use it for their own advantage.
Yes, for their own self-gain. Typically in like a leadership role, they will try to keep the people who they're mentoring or leading below them. They don't want to see them succeed. To their advantage. Yes. They want to be the savior, the hero. They never want anyone to like outgrow them. Like they feel
because
competitive.
Then you won't benefit me anymore. Like,
yes.
I have experienced those. However, I'm quick to cut them off. You know, like, and I'm just, but I have, like, whenever I was saying that, I'm all like, okay, so it makes me feel good about it, because there's sometimes that I'm all like, no, I'm looking, when I worked, I'm looking for the next office manager, you know, like, because this is, you know, you always want, it's always going to benefit you. Me being the current office manager was like, okay, but you be thinking
because you wanted people to grow.
Like,
Yes.
how am I going to grow if I'm not looking for somebody to fill
Right.
my
You
spot?
were-
exactly. So I'm like, I'm thinking I want to be the next general manager
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of thing, you know, like I'm here, but I'm trying
We're
to.
all moving up.
Yeah. So I think that part, and I have experienced stuff like that. Like I go straight to relationship wise because that's where I saw it the most, or that's where it kind of affected me the most.
Yeah.
As far as like mentorship and friendship wise, or anything like that, I was quick to cut friendship wise. Cutthroat, you ain't in my circle, you know. Like, but as far as like
You just said your job, though. There are some people who, like you said, like you wanted to build the next leader or the next, you know, because you're moving up. That same mentality manipulators and narcissists will use, because I am moving up, it's okay for you to move up.
Yeah.
But you can't move above me. Like,
Yeah.
I am not creating you to be the office
surpass
manager.
me.
Yes.
yeah.
Like, there's no way I'm going to make you better than me.
Yeah.
Either I'm moving up or you're staying down. Like,
In
that
the
type
same
of
way
mentality.
it is with relationships.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the same way. And like you're saying, like they have that same mentality, as well as it's this thing of like, I have control of it. I'm always in control of it. It's
Yep,
that
I'm
behavior.
always going to control you.
Yeah, of recognizing it. Oh, I had a thought in
think-
my head. And just
Like, they try to control the narrative, the whole story. That it has to be in their control. What they say, when they say, how they say it. So when you challenge them, they absolutely do not like it. That's how you can tell who's a manipulator and a narcissist. And if there's the ability in them to change, is challenge them. Set your boundaries. Say no. See what happens.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. So in a relationship, we were saying that, sorry, I just like,
No.
because I'll forget again.
Yeah, jump in
In
there,
a
girl.
relationship, we don't recognize that it's happening. That's what we were saying. Like, I don't recognize they're doing these things to me. I don't recognize that I'm turning into this, catering to them. And it's the same thing in friendships and mentorships and jobs. You always don't recognize that these people are taking advantage of you, manipulating you, creating these circumstances for you, because it's their behavior. Like I've been in situations where I had no idea I was being taken advantage of, none, until I was finally outside of the situation looking in, and I was like, that was me, and no idea.
No idea. Yeah.
Because it's the same like in a relationship. I didn't know that I was in this type of relationship. I didn't know I was in this type of friendship.
I've seen a lot of people manipulate others with encouragement and a lot of like giving them affirmation, even if they're not the type of person who needs it. But the more that they tell them, like the more they fluff their feathers, the more they please them, they know that they can control them.
Yeah, like stroking their ego almost.
Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between people who really give like solid, good, authentic encouragement to others, and like you're a great, like, you know, talk life into them, versus you're just doing it for your own gain because you want to win this person over for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's like
Then those things are hard to distinguish, though.
we can be so brainwashed because that's what they're doing.
Because people will see them as kind, generous, amazing human beings.
Yeah. And other ones are the ones that are so cutthroat and they're so rude and
They're the problem.
The problem, but those are the ones that are encouraging growth, and it just seems so backwards.
It is so backwards until
And it's always somebody else's fault and not themselves.
Yeah, until they're in a situation where they're in maybe a conflict with them.
Yeah.
And you discover they're not honest and they lied about whatever. Yeah. You forgive them.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you're in the outside looking into it, that's when like, scales fall off the eyes.
And typically, like, I've talked to people who they're in these relationships, they're venting, they're angry, then they stop talking for a little bit, and then they make up, and then they start all over.
See, like the relationship, back and forth. It's like you jump right back.
Same friendship. Yeah, it happens in friendships too. Yes. I'm like, oh my God, don't even vent to me no more.
Yeah. You got 2 years to
you
get it together.
Obviously
Y'all just heard them.
and I'm over here like, you like it.
Yeah.
You keep going back to it. Yeah. You must like it. And for me, if you like it, then some part of you is just like them. That's why you keep going back to it.
You're catering.
Now, I'm not talking about the people who are being abused and the people who really don't know and they're trying to find their way out of these situations. But if you knowingly know that this person's a liar and a manipulator, and you have gone back 2, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 years later,
when it's convenient for you,
my God, you must like it.
Okay, so in conclusion,
see, y'all, she's cutthroat, but she knows how to reel it back.
In conclusion, get away from them.
In scene.
You know, distance yourself from them. When a relationship constantly drains you, it's a red flag. You know, when you feel unsafe emotionally, mentally, and physically, red flag.
Yeah.
When they constantly disrespect you, red flag. When there's no accountability or effort to grow, red flag. When staying connected steals your joy, that's another red flag. Stop looking for a green flag and all of these red flags.
Yeah.
As you say red flag, that's why I'm like, not even 2 years. Like, that one red flag, done.
But you know what? Because people are genuinely nice and they like to see the good in others, they fall for that over and over.
Like, I can overlook that.
Yeah.
I can overlook that.
Yeah, very passive with them. Yeah.
So I think, honestly, I really think in order for you to kind of click it is like, know your boundaries, yourself first.
Yeah, like if you're okay with the narcissist and you want to keep going through that, that's on you.
Boo-boo.
If you tired and you keep venting, like I said earlier, that's on you.
Yeah, drink your Gatorade, take your naps.
We're talking about the people who really want change.
Yeah. So, you know, like, I think it all starts within ourselves, you know, like, and I feel like you can soon cut people off, cut those narcissists off if you know how you want to be treated, if you know how you,
don't let feeling bad keep you in a bad relationship. I think a lot of people just don't leave because they really do feel bad. Mm-hmm. They feel sorry for them. Maybe they think mentally the other person is going to hurt themselves.
Just know
I have heard that so many times where they threaten their life because they want to keep the other person in the relationship or win them back somehow.
And let me tell you what, they are still living and breathing and just fine.
That's a huge red flag if they're threatening that to stay in the relationship or get back with you or justify whatever the situation is. Just leave. Don't even go back.
Yeah.
You know,
Don't
and
go
also,
back.
and if you stay there, you could consistently try to fit them in your life instead fitting into their life instead of them fitting into your life. Mm-hmm. That I say
Y'all not even coexisting at that point.
Know, like,
you're just existing in their world.
You're also enabling them.
Yes.
You know, you're also making think that it's okay what they're doing. You know, like, so.
Let's talk about that because people who enable manipulators get on my nerves.
You're part of the problem.
I just want to
I'm all like,
smack you. Stop
How do you do it?
doing it. Stop it. It's worse than a kid jumping off the couch. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt. And then they fall and hurt themselves. They start crying and you're like, I told you we're going to get hurt. Like, I just want to smack you.
Yeah. Just know that you're
Hey, editor, can you do a slap?
So, you know, I felt like this conversation was a good conversation and it was a must.
Tough, though.
You know, because we didn't know all of this. Sometimes I didn't even know what a narcissist was or how to
5 years ago.
Identify it. You know, like now you can put a name to the face.
Identify it in yourself first. Yes. Don't just go around pointing fingers.
We did call ourselves out, so don't exclude yourself.
And then identify the red flags in others and do what you need to do.
Yeah. Boundaries. I cannot continue to say boundaries. Boundaries are important.
Mm-hmm. And you really shouldn't feel bad because guess what? They're going to move on to somebody else, I promise you. All that threatening and crying that they're doing to get you back and all that winning you over empathy stuff, they're going to do it to the next person.
Yeah, that's very important to share before we dismiss is if you are in this situation or finding yourself like, oh, that's, checking off boxes, we're not saying this to beat you down, to make you feel any type of way. We're sharing this so that you know you are not alone.
Yeah.
You are not the only one being made felt this way. You're not the only one that fell victim to any type of behavior like this. We've been there. A lot of us have been there longer than we needed to.
I mean, spending 20 years in friendships that you should have already gone.
This is not a beat down session. We're not trying to beat you down, wear you down. We just want to bring awareness.
And but based on our experience too, because we were there once. You know, like we really, every one of us have shared where we were there once. You know, we had to get wisdom and we had to go through it in order to know. Yeah. You know, so if you guys are identifying, or somebody listening to this podcast or watching it identifies with it, you know, like start recognizing, now you can kind of see it. And if it's a repeated pattern,
yeah,
you know,
I would say that if you're maybe still confused, or you're contemplating, okay, yeah, that does sound like my situation, or I do know, you don't really know, you don't have enough confidence to leave, you're afraid, whatever the situation is, get a very trusted friend, mentor, teacher, pastor, somebody who can help you navigate that situation and help you kind of veer away from it, set boundaries, leave a situation. Because I know that, Claudia, you talked about domestic violence. That's different than what we're talking about, but they can also turn into abusive people.
Yeah.
So if you're in that situation, find someone you can trust to help you get out of it. Because there are resources out there that can help you get the hell out of Dodge.
You have to start talking and making actions, because no matter what your situation looks like, I know personally for me, when I chose to get out of a certain situation, it was like tearing the veil down myself. People were like, I had no idea. You looked so happy. It doesn't matter what your situation looks like. You recognize it. You know what's going on. You're aware of it. You are okay to get out, whether other people believe you or not.
Yes, that part, because some people are afraid to say anything because nobody's going to believe them.
Yeah.
You know, the other person has won so many people over. People are blind. They put them on a pedestal. No, not this person. But you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
It's not about getting people on your side
No.
or having them believe you. It's about getting yourself out of this relationship, friendship.
You're not trying to win a popularity contest.
Yeah, no.
That's why I said find one trusted person to help you get out of the situation.
Yeah,
and some are harder than others. We hear it all the time.
A coworker, something.
We hear it all the time where people are really afraid for their life to leave.
And just know that you're not the only one that's been through this. We've been very vocal about, we've all experienced at one point in our life this in a relationship or something. So don't feel like you're the only one going through this. You know, like it happens more than it's supposed to, or more than it
people
should.
care to talk about it and admit.
So don't, and this is not only for women, this is also for men, you know, like
yes,
I know we
men. We recognize you, men.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know.
Be all of the things.
And be abusive and keep a man in a relationship and he's being abused.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, you know, nobody's going to believe that, brother, right? Because women are weaker. How does she do this to you? And I've seen cases where men are so afraid to say anything because other men will belittle them for saying that, like, she's a woman. Why can't you just stop it? Or why can't you walk away? Or you overpower her. Like, that doesn't make any sense. No, it makes a lot of sense because women can emotionally and, like, everything a man can do, a woman can do.
Yes.
And keep you in fear from leaving her.
Keep you victimized.
Yes.
Yep. So I think we can continue going on and on and on in this topic because we can just
that
keep
was
on
the
going.
challenging part for this topic, is narrowing it down.
You know,
right?
like,
because it's so broad.
Because we can make it into so many episodes.
Yes.
But if you do need someone to reach out to, someone to talk to, and you don't feel like you have that, you can message us.
Yes. And we'll get you the resources. We'll get you connected somewhere in your area.
We can pray for you. Let us know how to pray for you.
Yeah.
Because prayer is powerful and it moves mountains. We can come into agreement with you that God will send someone your way to help you navigate this situation, to escape a situation, because I don't know how serious.
Yeah.
I mean, in your
Prayer
situation.
literally shifts atmospheres.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
So
Please.
don't message us, you know, like private messages. We're not asking you to comment or anything. If you're in this situation, if we need resources, maybe we're going to put some kind of number or anything.
We'll put our email also, so it'll be
Yes.
more private.
Yeah, so we'll put that in our description on the video. So you guys reach out to us. You know, we're here for you guys. We don't call each other friends just on the screen. We truly mean it. You know, like we enjoy reading the messages and interacting with you and guys, having this relationship with y'all. So, you know, we're here, you know, and we can pray with you. We can find resources in your area. We can help you somehow or somewhere, or something that we left off that you experienced that probably we didn't talk about. Tell us, let us know, because sometimes, you know, we can't do what we don't know, or we don't know. I mean, we don't know everything. We're just going based off experience. So tell us, teach us
in a
something.
short amount of time as well. Yeah.
So guys, thank you again for watching another week's episode. I think this is going to wrap up this episode. It was a little, I mean, we can go on and on and on, but it was a good subject to talk about and to be able to identify it. So just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this podcast with somebody that you know that is going through something, or can't identify it, or somebody that can relate to it, or somebody that just needs to hear it.
And do your own research.
Yes.
We are not experts.
We're not
Do
experts.
your own research.
We're talking based off experience.
Personal experience.
Life experience.
Yes.
And, you know, like, disclaimer, we're not experts like Vanjie said.
we're just here because we're going to say all the things that you want to say.
Yeah.
And you don't say.
But you
Yes.
said it. You were thinking it.
You were thinking it. We're saying it. Remember, we're those aunties, sisters, auntie.
Well, guys, just remember that we love you guys so much. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Remember that you're not alone.
You're not consumed.
Another is in the fire.
Bye, guys. See you next time.